How's it, everyone? Welcome in. Just thought I would give a bit of an update. So, as everyone knows, for the last while, I haven't been very well. I'll be honest, I'm doing this completely off script, and I might do a little bit of editing on the video after the fact. But I've been meaning to give an update on my health as of, well, basically start of 2026. So I originally got sick end of December 2024, and basically I was just having slight stomach problems, and that's how it started. And it was just kind of like, oh, I thought I got food poisoning or something. And as time went on, basically I was starting to have extreme abdominal pain, where essentially on the lower right hand side, or if I sat down, it would be extremely painful. And at the time, I'm still working full time. I'm streaming 4 times a week. I know it was a bit stupid of me, but you know what, we all learn our mistakes the hard way, I guess. But the thing is, it was a lot of fun to be just streaming, and I liked being around people, and I think that's why I did it. But in the meantime, as time was going on, I was having extreme pain, where from January all the way to March, maybe I had like a tiny bit of pain where it felt like I actually originally thought I damaged my tailbone, to be honest. Like, I was going to the GP to go get my stuff checked. I was having flu symptoms, basically just like sweating heavily. If I did something, it was kind of like an infection, basically. It's like I got sick, and I would be put on antibiotics. As time went on, the pain got worse. Especially, it was in the lower area, to be honest, but it got worse over time, to the point where I think it was before September. What month is that? It's January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So it's June, July, August time. I basically said, screw it. The pain's too much. And the start of September, I went to my GP and I said, I'm just in way too much pain. It's an 8 or a 9 on the scale. The abdominal pain is too much. I need to see a specialist. I was able to get my documentation for the specialist. I found a doctor and hospital that supported under my medical plan. So, as everyone knows, I'm also South African, which means that we don't really have government health plans or that. We have a government hospitals, but they are bad, like really bad. Like, they are run down. Most of the equipment is just really badly maintained, and it's just not great. But thankfully, I have a medical aid, which means that effectively I can get dedicated care, which I get through my job. Thankfully, I actually took a pay cut rather to, well, I basically had a job increase where, like, you know, when you have a salary increase, instead of getting more money, I took a little bit of a reduction of salary, and then I got a medical aid, which it seems like in the long run, this was probably one of the smartest things I ever did in my life. But yeah, so when I actually got to see the specialist, I mentioned to him all the problems I was having with the extreme pain. And when I say extreme pain, I'm talking an 8 or a 9 on pain, where I prefer lying down over sitting, because if I sat down for too long, it felt like I was sitting on a long nail in my ass. Like, it was bad. It was like bad. And yeah, I know it's stupid. I was streaming while in these cases, like, sometimes you could probably hear me like moaning and groaning or going or whatever. But you know what? I was having so much fun with you guys. I didn't really care in the long run. After getting the all clear from my medical aid, I went into my colonoscopy. which, let me quickly just grab the document. I will be providing these documents. I spent some time today going over them so I could make it available for you guys. I'll probably do it on a Google Doc as well. So let me quickly drag myself across the screen so that you guys can see. Let me grab that and then display. So this is kind of like one of the documents that I have from it. I am not great with jargon, I'll be honest, when it comes to medical stuff. But essentially, they said I've ilicoil biopsy, which is for ilicoil Crohn's disease, where they did the biopsies, they did a few checks. This is 2 pages. Wait, is it 2 pages? Or is it just 1 page? Oh, it's 2 pages, but the other page is separate. So I've got I had at the time extensive ulceration with active colitis, where I had sores throughout my entire colon, and I didn't realize this. So you know where your small and large intestine meet? I actually had a hole, which is where the extensive ulceration comes in. So I had like a hole in my actual colon. Yeah. Oh, I just realized I dragged that off screen. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know any of the rest of the jargon, to be honest with you. But that's that. And then on top of that, this is the other document that was attached to it. I don't know what to redact or what to do it, but then that's just the results, I guess, the biopsy. And then after that, pretty much it went really quick. I was put on some medication, which is kind of like Asacol 800. I was put on Entricol 300 milligram. I was also put on azathioprine, which is an immune suppressant, which it's a 50 milligram. At that time, I was losing a ton of weight on top of things. I went from an average of 60 to 65 kilograms. I dropped all the way to 50 at that time. So I was thinning out quite a bit. And then from then we had the CT scan, I think 2 or 3 weeks. It might have been the next month, but I effectively had that done. I'm sorry if you saw 2 of me on the screen. I had 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, you can see it's October 6th. So then I got submitted in for the CT scan, which then they found, I'll be honest, I don't know, but I know that I can read some of the, so I have, yeah, so I've got Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is a, oh, sorry about that. I had family members walk in the room. So essentially, so what Crohn's disease is it's an it's an autoimmune disease, numbnuts. Sorry guys. Immunodeficiency, basically, where it affects your small and large intestine the most. In my case, it's where the large and small intestine meet up together. But in some cases with Crohn's disease, it can start all the way from your mouth and go all the way to your backside. That's how extensive it can actually be. So it can be fairly quite severe in some cases. Thankfully my blood is okay. Kidneys, they were normal. I was having extreme amounts of inflammation. I'm just looking here quickly. So I had thickening of the actual walls for my colon by 1.1 with strictures. See, I don't know how bad this is, but to what I've been told, it's pretty bad. In severe case, well, it is a severe case, but yeah. So this is pretty much what I've been dealing with. So after I'll get the second page for you guys. We get Steam on front, so you guys don't have to stare at that. And then this is the other one. So this is just the rest of the... I don't know. I just thought this would be informative for anyone that actually has a background in medical, and found it interesting. So this is everything that basically happened. So yeah, if you guys ever have like really bad pain in your lower right quadrant or anywhere in your abdomen, please get that checked out. It turns out cases in your abdomen is like really bad. But yeah, okay, continuing on the story. From the get-go on having the Crohn's disease, I was put on those medications I mentioned earlier. I then met with the professor. It was about a few times. When it came closer to December, I had not really improved much or at all. I had lost enough weight where I was at 43.1 kilograms, I think. So in the span of 2-3 months, I'd lost an extra 6 to 7 kilograms, which was quite bad. I was in the point where my hips were in so much pain that it was keeping me up and giving me insomnia. From then, I was applied for a new medication called Humira, which it helps so much. Let me quickly actually bring up the site. Humira. So this is the website. Here we go. So in this case, they would be treating Crohn's disease in my case. There are some side effects and that type of thing, but this is an immune suppressant. Specifically, let me just search. There we go. So this is basically what I take at the moment on top of my current meds. So I've been taken off the Intricol. I've finished my dosages for cortisone. I'm still on Asacol. I'm still on azathioprine. They want to increase my dosage to 100 when I get my weight up. And then, yeah, and then I've been placed on this, which is called Humira. It is an injector which you take into the thigh or the abdomen. And this is a slow release for 2 weeks. It is an immune suppressant which blocks one of the proteins, if I'm not mistaken. So I take this every second week, and thankfully this is covered under my medication. So thankfully I don't have to pay for it. It's all PMB, which I'm extremely grateful for, because otherwise I would be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, and since then I've finished the starting doses in December. I was given the warning. I will precedent how severe the case was. I was given basically 8 months from the September already. September, October, when they gave the diagnosis after the CT scan, I was told effectively I have about 8 months left if I do not get my condition under control. It's either I had 8 months left or I end up as a cripple, and I will be honest with that. That was an actual big thing. Like, it's one or the other, like if you don't start. So, but thankfully since December and being on this medication, it has helped tremendously. I have gained, I'm already at about 49.5 kilograms to 50 kilograms. So I have improved. So that 8 months or whatever has been taken off the table. I will live to be another day. I smile and I make stupid things, and then I've also had amazing friends along the way. I've had Solus's group, I've had Moon's group, I've had Lycient's group, I've had great viewers like Mishari, Fluffy. Fluffy's been an amazing with the donations now. It's helped. It's helped a lot. It's also made me feel very. I don't know how to say it. It's just I haven't touched the stuff yet, so I still want to keep it for projects for the channel, and I just don't know what to do with it yet. But the fact that we have something to use it, or in case, you guys have said like, if I need it, I can use it for medication and bills and stuff like that, but I don't wanna. I have thankfully paid off everything. I've got everything under control, and I want to keep that stuff for having our good times together. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. And yeah, I'm trying to think of all the different groups, but yeah, it's been Shy's also been very great. I've had Shy, Fluffy, Soulless, Moon, Butterfly, the rest of the gang and the group. They've all been great, letting me play games with them, having fun. And Lycient and Miss Zero and Neo's also helped tremendously. Fabix has also helped tremendously. Everyone's been great to me, and I really appreciate it. Hopefully I haven't rambled on for too long, and I didn't want to make this video too long either, so I just want to say thank you to everyone for the support and just being there for me. I do appreciate it. I'm not gonna cry. I already said I'm not gonna. But yeah, we live to do another day. But if you guys know any chaos or anything like that, I'm always happy to be around, and I enjoy being around with you guys because it's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm rambling. But yeah, I'm hoping this is informative. I will drop in the description probably a Google link for Google Drive. If you guys want to check the documents out yourselves and just want to see like, oh, let me Google this, that, and just see what happens. But yeah, thank you for your time and just taking it to listen to me wander off and then just see how things go. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next stream, and hopefully all is well and you guys look after yourselves. Bye. Oh, right. I forgot that button doesn't want to do that. Anyways, bye everyone.